Now I'm just about ready to tighten up these body bushing bolts, but one last thing you got to do. On all GM cars, they have what's known as alignment bolt holes. Well, alignment holes. What that does is it aligns the body to the frame of the car. And I'm going to show you where they are in the Chevelle. There's 3 of them. Alright, so I'm going to grab the camera. Let's do this and I'm going to show you exactly what it is. What you do is you take an extension and you just put it up in the bolt hole, in the alignment hole, and it goes through the frame and through the body, and that way you know that you're dead on the line. So let's do it. The first alignment hole is right here. It looks like a circle with 2 openings on each side. So what you do is you take your trusty extension, and all you do is put it up in the hole, and if it goes all the way through straight, you're good. This one goes all the way through straight, so this is the first hole. It's in the front of the car. Then you go like right before the front wheel. I'm sorry. Then you go to the middle section, which is like right then you go to the middle, which is, and there it is right there, which is right like at the end of the door. And again, with the extension, it goes through the frame, goes right through the frame to the body. And that means you're golden there. And the final one is, see that hole right there? This is, so you get a look at it. Tail light is right there on the driver's side, and you just go right under. Is that hole right? Okay, so let's see again. Okay, the tail light is right there. That's the driver's side tail light, and just go directly under, and there's the hole right there. Put it in, goes right through. And that's how you align your body to your frame on a GM car. Now, some GM cars may be different, but it's the same principle. Some GM cars have 2. Chevelle big body like this, it has 3. So, there you have it. What's up, my LS Crazy Amigos? It's your boy, Terry. We're not in the garage shop. We're in the outdoors. You know why? Because what I want to do is, you know, like we were talking about the Chevelle, and we did a whole lot of stuff to the suspension. We did upper control arms in the rear and the front. We did drop springs. We also did Hyperflex, energy suspension Hyperflex bushings. And I'm going to do a clip on how that rides later on. But I just brought the car out here so you can see what the stance of the car is. And this is it right here. With all the stuff that we did, this is how the car is riding. Let's take a look. Now, from this point down to the ground, it's 24 inches. In the back, it's 24 and a half. So you have a little bit of a rake, which makes the car look really nice, in my opinion. I think I'm ready for some mild autocrossing. Oh yeah! Now, I would love to tell you guys, I would like to tell you guys that these polyurethane bushings from Hyperflex, the energy suspension ones, I'd like to tell you that it made the car ride rough, but I cannot tell you this. I am a changed man. I'm a changed man. Okay, let's take a look at what we did. What we did was we evened the playing field. We took out of this Chevelle, out of my car, we took out the good rubber bushings that were in this car, and they were fresh. They were a year and a half, 2 years old. So, and the car sits in the garage, so they were fresh. And we replaced them with the Hyperflex energy suspension body bushings. So it was an even playing field. Now, my butt barometer tells me, because I'm used to having this, I'm used to driving this car with those rubber bushings, and when I put the polyurethane ones in, the Hyperflex ones, the car rode extremely well. And you know, I'm kind of glad, because to tell you the truth, if it didn't ride well, I would have, the polyurethane bushings would have been out, and I would have had rubber back in these things. And I'm kind of glad it did, because I didn't want to go through that trouble again. But the car rode extremely well. And let's talk about comfort. If you have a scale from 1 being no comfort change to 10 being the most drastic comfort change, it's maybe a 1.5, 2. I mean, the car, it still rides comfortable. It's a very comfortable car. Now, if you go to performance-wise, as far as handling and body roll and all that, 1 being no change to 10 being the most drastic change, I gotta give it an 8 or 9 because it just made the car handles, you throw into a turn. It's just, put it this way, if you are doing your suspension, if you're putting, now I can't speak for all polyurethane companies. I can't speak for, I'm just speaking for the Hyperflex because you saw it was pretty soft. It was, maybe the compound is different, maybe it has properties that of rubber, but you know, I've seen some polyurethane bushings that you can barely move them. I mean, it's just you got to get a pliers to actually move them. These polyurethane, like you could just, it's almost to the point you can press it. I mean, it compresses in your hand. So maybe that has something to do with it because it's about the softest polyurethane I've ever felt, and they're staying on my car. I love them. They're staying on my car. I'm not taking them off. And I'm even willing to go this far. If any of my LS crazy amigos, I would do it anyways. If you guys see me at a car show and you say, Terry, listen, I'm hooking my car up, I'm not sure which way to go, can we please go for a ride in your Chevelle? I'd be more than happy to put you guys in the car and we go for a quick ride real quick. More than happy to do that. Because I'm telling you right now, I'm glad I did this. So, looking at the clock on the wall, or should I say ceiling, it's time for me to head on out and maybe, yeah, I don't know, do something, I don't know. But anyways, as always, please be easy, and I will talk to you guys a little later.